Sakupen Circles is a notorious level known for its spam parts and just overall hard wave. I'm verified it, but its story's not over, as the unnerfed version was recently beaten. Now, I'm not going to be beating the unnerfed version, I'm going to be beating the nerfed version that we all know and love, that curse verified. I might beat the unnerfed version in the future, but it just has too many spammy parts for me. But anyway, it used to be the hardest 9 circles level until Subsuming Vortex, which is playing in the background, came along and beat it in difficulty. Which is sad, but it makes a lot of sense just looking at the gameplay. I don't think it's top 9. It looks a lot harder, but it also is very short and the pre-drop isn't bad. But anyway, Sakupen Circles. The first part in Sakupen Circles, the pre-drop, is actually pretty easy with only a few hard timings. The ship is, it's whatever. And the ball is actually pretty easy, other than these dual ones here. They're hard. And then this gameplay here is pretty easy, just a few orbs and portals. Nothing too bad. And then you got to hear the wave. This wave is the hardest part of the level. It's known by everybody. Every part in this drop is so difficult. This spam, everything. And this part is known for double clicks, and it's just hard. This part's not actually that bad. It's hard, but it's not that bad. The ship is easy compared to the other parts, but it's not easy, don't get me wrong. And then you have a little bit of straight fly to end off the level. Anyways, you might be wondering, so what did he do to get consistent with this level? And I'm going to be honest, I didn't do much. It was more or less just a lot of practice in the hard parts of the level. The easier parts would get themselves done. I'd practice the ship, the first day I got 3 ship runs all the way to 100 because I just couldn't play it for that long. But I also was practicing other parts so I could get consistent with the entire level, like the wave, the hardest part of the level. So I was just trying my best to get consistent with all the parts, mainly the hard ones, but I was still getting my runs, and I just wanted to feel that confidence to show that I could beat the level, that I can do it. So a lot of the time you'll see in the days I don't get any good runs from 0 or 60 to 100 or drop to 100. It's more or less just me practicing the parts. Day 1 and 2 was more or less just a few runs for the ship, because if I die there that would be heartbreaking, and a few runs otherwise. In the first day I was able to get to the ship part of the drop and the second or last ship to 100, but overall didn't make that much progress. The next day I would just practice the wave more. That drop is the main part we need to practice. If we can get past that, obviously we beat the level, but the rest of it we shouldn't worry too much about. One day of practice for those parts, we should be able to beat it like that. And the next day, again, we just practiced that wave, and actually I was starting to feel consistent with that wave. The wave was really giving vibes that it wasn't as hard as it seemed at that point. It obviously was as hard as it seemed, but it wasn't as bad as it was, a week ago. It wasn't a week that I started that. But I would continue to play the level, and now the next day I would actually get the drop to 100 run that I was looking for. And that gave me the confidence to start playing from 0. Because, I'd still practice each day, just not as much if I'm playing from 0. So I would start learning the pre-drop, which is probably, in my opinion, the easiest part of the level, and most people would probably think that. And I was able to get to the drop from 0 the first day of practicing that. It wasn't too hard to figure out. And then again, I also played 5 hours that day, so, it took a while. But we were able to get a new best at the drop, and we would actually keep up this consistency as we would get 3 drop attempts the next day, which I know doesn't sound like lots, but kind of is just lots. So it's already been, 5 days. And in 5 days, we've been able to make some amazing progress. The very next day, in a 30-minute time after I was done practicing, I got a new best, dying at the spam wave, which is a really good new best in my opinion. Just like I was actually feeling consistent because I was getting a lot of drop attempts as well. Get another new best that day, and got past the spam wave to die at the very next part. Yeah, very awesome new best. But let's put it this way. If I can get the double click section from 0, who said I can't beat the level from 0? The very next day, I would get a new best. And I would get past the double click section. No way, no shot, you're so good. You're so crazy, Mecha. Yeah, I had a heartbreaking fail at that last ship, bro. And I literally said it was easy. Just roll the clip, I guess. What the? I'm done with this level. I'm done with this level. I give up. I'm done. No. What the hell? I was heartbroken after this fail, as expected. I mean, an 81% fail on a level that's just known for wave difficulty. Getting past the wave and dying was so sad, but I couldn't give up now. So after taking a 2-day break, I did the impossible. With a lot of practice, a lot of time, I beat Sakupen circles. Roll the clip. Yes. Oh. I beat it. GG's Nick 24. GG's. Like and subscribe.